Good morning, students. Today we are going to start with chapter number 6 of Industrial Electronics Motors. In this, we are going to give you just a normal review comparison between speed torque characteristics of DC motors, AC motors, which is related to AC induction motors. What are its basic principles of speed control with respect to AC and DC motors? Over here, we are going to study with respect to servo motors, BLDC motors. BLDC motors is called as in brushless DC motors, linear actuator motors, servo motors, and each of the motor is used for various industrial applications which is related to pumps, conveyors, machine tools, etc. Now, what is motors? Motors it's used to convert the electrical energy into mechanical energy, and it is depending upon which type of motors you are using, DC or AC motors. The normal classification of DC and AC motors is respect to motors. DC motor has been classified as in shunt motors, series motor, compound motors. AC motors has been classified into three-phase motors, single-phase motors, and synchronous motors. Okay. In this AC motors, you can see that your your servo motors will be included, and in your BLDC, it is related to your DC motors. Yes. Next page. Okay. Now, everyone knows what is an actual diagram of your DC motors, where everything is being included, called as a rotor, which is in the where you can see a shaft, then a rotor, stator, magnetic flux, field winding. Over here, armature, core, commutator to brushes. Everything is being included in a normal diagram of your motors. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to classify these motors with respect to each point, and we need to understand how this each point, that is an each step of the working, deals with. As we are going to study with the first field windings. Field windings you can see which is related with respect to the brushes over here in the diagram. The field windings are mounted on the pole core, and they produce attenuate north and south pole. North and south pole as shown in the figure. The field winding form an electromagnet which provides main field in the machine. Electromagnetic magnets means what? If the field winding, that is a coil, is being used with respect to field winding, then obviously you have a magnetic field is being produced in the machine. When the current will be flowing through this coil means what? The field winding. In the field winding, when the current is being flowed, it establishes a magnetic flux. Can you see a magnetic flux which is encircled with respect to your rotor after the rotor? Okay, this magnetic flux which has been produced, it is due to the field winding, where because the current is being flowing through the field winding, a magnetic flux will be introduced over here. Next page. Next page. Okay. The windings, especially the question comes to the students that madam, you're talking about the field windings and coils. These field windings are made up of copper coils. Okay. Then we are going to study with the armature core and armature windings. And this armature windings is being mounted on the shaft, and it rotates the magnetic field. Why the magnetic field? Because the current which is being flowing and the magnetic flux is being produced with respect to the armature core. The surface of the core, I am talking about armature core, how it is being seen. The surface of the core is cylindrical in shape. It provides with a large number of slots into which a armature conductors, means in armature core, armature conductors has been placed, and at the end of armature windings, it is being brought to the commutator segment. Now, where the armature ends, your commutator starts. We are going to study about commutator. It is used for collecting the current for armature conductors. Can you see the armature conductors which is being explained in the above the armature core, where in the armature core the armature conductors is being placed, and which is dealing with an end of the commutator. So I can say that a commutator is used for collecting the current from armature conductors. It is being made of number of wedges shaped segment of copper. These segments are insulated These segments are insulated with each other by thin layers of mica. Each commutator segment is connected to commutator. 1 minute. Each commutator segment is connected to the armature conductors. So over here, I can say that there in commutator there is a current flowing which is related to the armature conductors. Over here, the armature conductors is being so the commutator segment is connected to armature conductors. Also, the commutator can have also the commutators is having an AC current into its unidirectional current with respect to DC current. Okay, this point is related to as we are dealing with DC motors. So I can say that the commutator, the current which has been passing is dealing with your DC motors, not with AC motors. It deals whether you are using your AC motors or DC motors. And if the commutator is being used over here, we are talking about DC motors. So DC current will be flowing in the commutator. Brushes is being used to collect the current from commutation and supply into an external circuit. Now I will just give you an overview of about everything. The first point is field winding. Okay, first you need to draw the diagram where there is a shaft, rotor, stator, magnetic field and magnetic flux. Now what we are going to do is we are going to classify these diagram into subparts. First, field winding. Field winding, what he is saying that then in field winding there is a coil. When the current flows through this coil, automatically a magnetic flux is being produced. This is the major important thing about your field winding. Okay, and everything is being written over here. It is being provided with large number of armature. What happened? Field winding, a magnetic flux is being produced with respect to the DC motors. Then the second part is called as an armature core. In your armature core, again the current is been flowing, and the armature core there is an armature conductors. Now, what is the relation between your commutator, which is being kept at an end of the armature? It is used to collect the current with respect to the commutator, and it is which is being made up with respect to thin layers of mica. Brushes. The brushes is used to collect the current from the commutators. So there is an flow, field winding, armature core, commutator, and brushes. And now this brushes is having a supply from an external unit. Next page. Okay. So he's saying that now we can see the working principle. I will just read it. An external DC voltage is applied to field winding. This is the first step. First, you are going to apply an voltage which is being connected to the field winding. That is your magnetic field. Then it will act with respect to it, and it will produce a magnetic field. There is some gap between the magnetic field and a rotor. Similarly, an external voltage is also connected to armature conductor via brushes and commutators. Now, according to Fleming's left hand rule, this this rule states that when a conductor is carrying a current will be placed in a magnetic field, then it experiences a force. This is the rule. Again, I am stating when a conductor carrying current will be placed in the magnetic field, then it experiences a force. So it requires a force. Why it requires a force? Because unless and until there won't be any kind of force, a current should be there should be external voltage. The external voltage is connected to the field winding. Again, an external voltage is connected to armature. Everything is being connected to each other, and then there will be a Fleming's left hand rule, which what is the main aim of a Fleming's left hand rule? That it will be providing a force. So when there is a force, so automatically the rotor will starts moving. There will be a magnetic change, and then it is called as a torque. And torque, that means a twisting side. Torque. What do you mean by torque? Where there is some kind of twist with respect to your motors. So as your motor starts rotating, everything plays a very much important role. That is your current, your field winding, your DC external voltage, your brushes and commutator. Last but not the least, when we are going to classify it about AC servo motors and BLDC motors, we are going to see that AC motors, how it runs with respect to your AC. supply and BLDC motors, how it is going to start with this without any kind of commutator or brushes. Okay, thank you.